We now return to Let's Play Lethis. Things are going very well. Right. It's time to begin production of copper, so that we can get that done. So, looks like we can make something there, and there, barely. There, and there. Now, we do not have 5 on this side. Copper is actually going to be more useful to me because I, of course, need it to make utensils, which I do actually have to do this time around because we need to get the maximum housing. Okay, where are you gonna go? I guess it'll go something like that, and like that, and left that little bit there at the end. I will get rid of you so you do not cause havoc for my inspector. Who... Well, let's find out where you can actually pop in. Yeah, that's too far. Much too far. See, I don't want to put it here because he might not go... Well, if I popped it out 1, okay, there we go. That's the answer to that. We'll just pop it out by 1. I just want to make sure he's not going to skip over the 1 tile that's actually vital to this whole thing. So, how far down do you go? Down to those rocks. I'm going to put a roadblock here just to remind myself, and then I guess I can put some kind of industry over there. Not entirely necessary because we'll be able to put a lot of that utensil stuff here, which will make it much shorter to get to this point. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and shortcut this myself. Since we've got that roadblock here, there's really no point in doing this. I could have just drawn the road right there, and that would be just as effective. In fact, I'm going to redraw it. I will wait until those guys move. There we go. That way we don't accidentally destroy something that could be useful. There. Much cleaner. And possibly just as effective. Let's hope, anyway. So this guy comes up here. He stops here. That roadblock is actually unnecessary. But I do, in fact, want to add the herbal stuff over that way. Now, did I have you guys turned off on herbals? I didn't? Oh, right, because the herbalist is its own building. Correct. Okay. So, what do you need next? You need alcohol. We are producing alcohol, or at least we're getting it started. If we need a lot of people, which is not actually the case at the moment, but when we need a lot of people, I will add one more. So let's see, we can begin adding all of those and all of these. We seem to be only selling 1,800. The year's not over yet. It's a very long distance to travel. But it looks like everyone is doing just fine. Now, what happened to iron? Iron production went down. Iron production is still going down. Are we not getting rid of the iron fast enough? Is that what the problem is here? It's being clogged up again. Possibly because we're not able to sell enough of it. See, because I've got 2 people selling the gold, or buying the gold, and 2 people buying the copper. Therefore, we must be moving enough product here that they are able to keep that. So in the end of this, I might just destroy this one or make another one and do like I did at the end of last mission. Anyway, that is not my concern at the moment. My concern is having the alcohol, which I cannot see. It is possible we have some. It is also possible we do not. Why do we not? Oh, am I not accepting it? It's not turned on! We need more people. Oh boy. Well, let's hope the growing season... No, it just started. Okay, well... That answered that question. we have absinthe. Let's begin moving that. You. This time you guys get the first pick. Except they're also going to need a theater. Let's get that down too. And there we go. Making money. Yeah, we have gone down a lot on the iron. It's not that we're not producing it. I mean, we totally are producing it. I just don't have any place to put it because it's not moving it out of here fast enough. That is ultimately the problem there. Something that I feel should be fixed. Now, I'm noticing that they're only buying so much, and I suppose if you're thinking of it in the context of a hot air balloon, you really could only move so much product. That is where things were better, I guess, with Zeus and Pharaoh and those kind, because the traders would come and they'd just buy whatever you had, which was a bit more useful. Let's get some herbs down. We're not going to need them for a considerable time, but we may as well, right? And in fact, if I put it here, let's find out where that guy goes. Excellent. He'll hit both of them just barely. So I'm going to put it here, and he should be able to get to both. Well, he does. I know he does. So, those are safe now. We'll begin shifting herbs to there, and looks like we don't actually need to fill in too much for the absinthe production, although perhaps I should. Maybe a little bit more on the food? We seem to be keeping it at half and half. Okay, I think it's time to begin buying more food. I know, unemployment. So, we've got pumpkins available without having to open any new thing. We've got meat available. Pumpkins are cheaper. So, I need 3,000. We'll buy 2,800. How about? And let's see, did I already set you up? Nope. So that's probably going to be quite a bit. We'll be offsetting a lot of it, however. Let's get some utensils set up as well. I'm going to turn exports down on that. We're only selling the 1,200 anyway. Let's turn it down to 800 for each, because we need some to go into at least a couple of the utensil factories. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing here. 180 people, that will work. Okay. Let's put down like 1, 2, 3. That's probably enough, right? What do we actually have in here? I mean, it doesn't look like we have any copper whatsoever. We are accepting the copper. We are also accepting gold, and iron is completely full. So we're not shifting enough iron. I might just need to make another thing purely for the iron. I want to get the inhabitants set up first, though, because that is going to be most important, and it looks like we are completely out of absinthe, so we will be setting up another one of those. And I may as well put those right over here. 1, 2. Got some gaps, whatever. So we're making the bread, right? It's all sticking. Okay. We wouldn't be consuming it more than we have, but, you know. So the utensils are next. We're going to have to be pushing for that. 3 ought to be doing it. If it becomes a real problem, I can stop selling copper altogether, I think. I want to see, what did I sell last year? We just got a new year. I noticed that the New Year sound is gone. It seemed that every time it hit the New Year, there used to be a sound. Okay, so we made about 1,000. We'll see what it's like now that I've lowered some of my selling. But we have plenty of absinthe and herbs ready to go, so it's time for you to begin pushing it around. There. That'll create yet another chunk of unemployment. I suppose I can... Oh, well, that's actually not too bad right now. It's only 3%. But I suppose when it is a big issue, I can turn on at least 2 more of those. For the sake of whatever reason, I can just make more industrial buildings. Like another one of these. I mean, I did have 2 spaces there. I got space there. Another one there. So whatever I decide to make, I can make. Right now, it's just a matter of time, it looks like. Oh, you need theater. Right, of course you do. Okay, there's that. He'll be moving all around. Yeah, we're just not moving that. Copper is actually sitting here now. How many utensils do we have? I think I want to build, just for the sake of it, I want to build another utensil factory. Oh, I can only fit the one. Well, fine. So at least we'll be eating up some of that copper. I wish I could do something. Well, I can, actually. I can make automatons, and that's the thing. The automaton factory actually constantly eats the steel, and thus will... Okay, good. Good. Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant idea. I just now need to figure out where I want to put this. Right here. And then I'll put you right here. So we won't be using the automatons, but we'll just use them as a consumption so we can get that iron out of there, and then maybe I won't have to destroy my huge stockpile of goods. Let's see how well this eats it out of there. Oh, let's see if steel is something I can sell. I am hooked up to pretty much everybody, correct? Well, there are a few that I'm not hooked up to. You don't buy it, you buy bread. That is me. You don't buy it either. Nope, can't sell the steel. Crap. That would have been a nice thing. I could have set something up that way. They are going through it, but... I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Maybe another steel plant? Just for the sake of it? I mean, I could always set up another robot factory if we're not going through that fast enough. In fact, let's do that. First, let's see how many people we've got. Probably plenty, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you get to go down here. I'm going to have to run a pipe around to you, though. Yeah, that is one of the iffy things that happened here. So... we'll have to put you... So is that thing... That's 3? That's 3. Okay. So you'll fit there, and then you'll fit right next door. And then we get to make this mess of pipes. And then we'll run... have to run this big thing here. If I can just... There we go. Okay. Serves no purpose other than to consume. So it has bumped up my production, it looks like. Same with copper. Copper is actually having that same kind of issue where we're not consuming enough. So that means that it's getting junked up, and I can begin selling some more of it. Let's try 1,600 on each. If we have trouble with utensils, that gives me an idea. Absinthe seems to really be taking a hammering. Maybe it's just because they filled up? I don't know. Let's have another one. Let's have another. This should probably be more than I will ever need. I think once it hits that equilibrium, we'll know for sure. Okay, 3%. We now need utensils. We have utensils. Let's begin moving utensils. Except. There we go. You know, I'm going to have you bump up as well. Well, actually, first let's find out what you need. I think we might need something. Herbalist. Yeah. I'll wait until there's another big stockpile of that. In fact, let's go ahead and just move you, herbalist, where is it? Herbalist. And then I'll put in a newspaper dork as well, because why not? We'll just bump that all the way up to max. See how many people I have to deal with. Yeah, we're very close on the copper and iron. Very close. So with that in mind, let's just make another distribution thing purely for those two. No, let's actually get everyone into the homes first. Anyone sitting back? Oh yeah, you guys are way sitting back. What's wrong? Need more food? Oh. Because I guess I'm not importing enough pumpkins. Fine. We'll begin importing meat as well. And you guys can hash it out however you want. Determine who can fill up what. You only need 2 types of food. Surely we can import enough to maintain this. Looks like I'm making plenty of money. Okay, we've done it now on copper. We still need help with pushing iron. So getting my own separate little iron thing would be nice. You guys just need more food. You guys are already level 10. So you just ran out of food, I guess. Are you having issues? No better place to live. Nope, we just have food issues. Oh wait, that's not... They're devolving. No! Bring more food, god damn it. Does someone sell fish? Who am I not hooked up to yet? You sell fish. I'll buy fish from you. You don't sell anything I need, and you don't buy anything that I sell. So, there's that. And I think, just for good measure, we're going to add another distribution center, because clearly we just don't have enough of the frickin' food. We're not importing enough. So I'll push that over this way. We'll accept everything except the bread. Accept. And the wheat. We don't need to fill up on wheat either. So... let's turn this down to... I know they won't be able to accept more than that. Let's turn those down and turn this up. Okay, I also want you to accept 2400, whatever. Fish. Oh crap, let's just buy it all. We'll go up to 4,000 on all of this. This is important. This is like the important thing about this entire mission. So we have to get it going. They come in and they buy all the bread, which fills up quickly enough, so I'm not overly concerned with it. Maybe I should be. Maybe we need a few more people. Unemployment's very high, it says. Well, we're trying, man, we're trying. If these assholes could keep sustained... See, this is the problem with running it all at once. We just ran out of resources, and we can't fulfill it. We can't keep it stocked. Why is no one taking to this one? I guess we're going to have to accept bread here whether I like it or not. We just aren't importing enough of the food, which is maddening. Absolutely maddening that we cannot import enough. It only brings so much. That is another... I was touching on it earlier, but that I think is actually a grievance of mine, that there is a limited amount of import-export. Okay, it looks like you guys are finally catching up on this. Actoire. You are not pretty enough. I guess because of you. Well, fine. Take this out. And put in a fountain. Now, how about? Still not pretty enough. What the fuck, guys? It worked for everyone else but you, and I guess it might just be that house. Or the exorcist. The exorcist at the end of the block. It's causing grief. So 1800, almost just with these guys. Oh, come on. Ah. This is so aggravating. We can't keep these guys up. Well, okay, so we're going to have a massive employment issue here. I'm going to get rid of a few houses because we're going to have to up these to the next level anyhow. How much? I always hate arbitrarily just dropping stuff like that. Okay, it's actually not too bad. I think we're going to have to do another one of these because we're just clearly not moving enough of this. Does that actually fit in there? What's going on? Yeah, it does. So that should fit there. You know what? I'm just going to make another one. We'll start consuming that steel somehow. And eventually, of course, I will just put down a storehouse. I thought this was going to be much quicker. Unemployment's very high. Well, that's your own fault. Pick a job. Utensils. Let's take utensils. Let's get this going. We can almost do this. The faster the better. Just took all the utensils. We need more utensils. How's that copper? Are we running out of copper? Nope. Looks like copper is online. And if I can just move that steel. My tooltip was right in the middle of... Okay, 2,000. It is moving. It just needs to move. There we go. We hit the 4,000. If we can try and move this a little bit quicker. I'll wait until everyone's moved in. Once I have an idea. 28%. Let's get rid of some more houses. We'll get rid of you on the... See, I don't know where the bad appeal is going to be. We'll get rid of you on this side. That 27%. We've got a hell of a lot of people. Let's get rid of you. %. Okay, well, I believe you are stabilized. Not really. I mean, the food is just disappearing like crazy. Unemployment is very... You know what I should do? Ah, damn it. I should have made these guys take only fish, and the other guys take only meat. So we're not going to accept... We're not going to accept meat. We'll accept pumpkins, but we'll fight over that later. Pumpkins were the only ones I couldn't get the more of. Okay, we need an herbalist now. That's not an herbalist. That's an herbalist. Let's put the herbalist, like, here, and hope he doesn't cause too much. That's off-centered. Ah, screw it. We'll put down a kiosk, too. Hope it doesn't cause too much problem. Put in some blue trees. Blue trees for everybody. A building just collapsed. Ah, fuck. I hope it wasn't vital. Oh. Ah, I put both of those in the dead zone. There is nothing there to inspect those guys. Right. Well, actually, that one might be getting inspected. I can't tell. Let's look. Nope, that one's not getting inspected either. Okay. Get rid of you. Just consume that frickin' iron. And yeah, we're gonna be stuck on steel. Oh, that's another thing, though. I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere because we don't have anyone consuming the steel. Well, we've got our goal there, so it's time to just plop one of these down and accept nothing but iron. I've got 3,000 inhabitants at level 10. Way too much. So let's get this accepted before this causes me absolute havoc. Oh, good grief. 30%, I can knock down some homes. Hopefully that'll alleviate some stuff. Well, plenty. We've got plenty of people. Come on with that iron production. Where's my... You. Turn on iron mine. Go. We're waiting on you. Just waiting on you. I won! Am I? Are you Baron William Duncavan? Much good has been told about you. As you know, Lethis' situation as a whole has been severely affected by the former Emperor's actions. Yet I am pleased to see you still maintain posture. I am aware that you might need more help to improve the Hindlands, yet it must not be my priority at this very moment. Nonetheless, I will still aid you as well as I may. Okay. Wessenheim eventually only had to suffer briefly under Duke Chausen's reign. And yet, even if Emperor Sinvenred I shall aid Lethis back on its feet, this boy does not seem to have any clue about what has actually been going on. William decides, therefore, to only trust himself. Ultimately, William has achieved so much in recent years by himself, already nobody would have guessed. Kind of a run-on sentence. Anyway, that's done. I don't remember. What was it? Kitzburg was the one that had them, the observatory? Yeah, so I'm guessing every 5 then. No, wait, there's only 4 monument types, though. Anyway, what's this one? 250 bourgeois, level 5 mansions. The Black Winter. That doesn't sound good. Okay, I'll end this one here, and see you next time.